spotted me yet. We're looking across at the village of North Elkington, and the sun is doing its best to rise. What a magnificent view that is. It's a cold and frosty morning, but them views are the rewards for getting up early and getting out and about. Hello everyone to 2025. In a bit I'll be updating on what my plans are for this year. But 2 days ago I was at the Lincolnshire Wolds Railway helping them to celebrate Railway 200, which starts obviously this year, which is 200 years since the first passenger services began in this country. I'll just show you this clip from the whistle up that was taken at North Thoresby 2 days ago. We've been walking along this top ridge. We started about 130 metres up, looking back at the farm and the valley. You can still see some frost on the banks on the hill there, just coming into view. Just had a coffee break at Fotherby Common, awarded in 1764 and registered in 1972. We're on the very eastern edge of the Wolds. We're now going to drop down and follow a little bit of the old railway line that went between Louth and Grimsby. We're about a mile from Louth, and see we're going to see how the Lincolnshire Wolds Railway is getting along and extending that line towards Louth. I'll be showing you some more clips from my visit there a couple of days ago in a while. I'm still at Fotherby Common, and there's a bench here with some gorgeous views. In a minute I'll show you, but obviously this was a good place for Kev Lowe, born 1955, died 2018, and Roger Chester, his favourite place, 1943 to 2013. Still a little bit into the sun. But we're out the wind. Some gorgeous peaceful views. No wonder those two men enjoyed this view and the peacefulness. That building there you're looking at, it's an old Sunday school, built 1837. Sure what it's used for now. We're just leaving Fotherby village. I'm going to find this old railway line, an old railway post. We're now going to head north towards Utterby. With there not being too many leaves about and bracken, keep our eye out for anything that might be hidden from way back 1970 when this line closed. Opened in 1848, this particular one. I spotted a heron on this bit of a dyke earlier on, but he's obviously disappeared now. You can just see a guessing that would have been built for the railway. Starting to collapse a bit now, the bridge. Just on there's an old railway post as well. Still one or two bits along this old line. Part of the old line that was double tracked. So if the railway can manage to get this far, it's going to be interesting. There's a nice bridge here. Clear some of these trees as well so you get the views. Be gorgeous. I'm going to go down and see if I can see a date on it. I know roughly what it'll be, but let's go and have a look. See, the railway bridge here has got like it's like a gauge to see how far this crack extends. Can you see the snails decided this is home? Well, we know this line was opened in 1848, so it must have been here since then. It'd be wonderful if they can get the line over here again in my lifetime. Another old railway post there. See the embankment of the line and the bridge. Thin one or two of those trees out. Magnificent line to ride on again. Hopefully one day. Definitely old railway sleepers that have been abandoned. If you can imagine, the line was closed in 1970. Maybe 50 years since these have been laid here. Just walking in a bit of a cut in here. So my big plans for 2025 are, I'm super excited to get started. I am planning next month to start the Settle to Carlisle Way. So we'll be following as close as we can to the line, and we're going to be visiting all the old stations on that route, probably 10 or 11 stations, and it's going to be going through some fabulous scenery. You know, the North Pennines, the Dales, and then into Cumbria. Take me all year, but I am gagging to get started. It would be nice to see steam peppering under that railway bridge again one day. Well, we've just walked that part of the line from Fotherby, and it's been very good, so people are still using it. This is the end of the line north for me today. The old signal pear tree crossing and gatehouse. And we'll just go to that fence there and see how much progress the line is getting coming this way. This is phase 1, Ludborough to Pear Tree Lane, and this is where we are. Right in the distance you might just make out those railway wagons and track laying equipment that are heading this way. There's going to be a run round loop just here. The one at North Thoresby's already been put in, and when I was there 2 days ago I took a shot of the new platform. I'll show you that now. The new platform that should be open the end of May this year at North Thoresby. Loving the old gatehouse with its chimney up there. Old plate layer's hut, been engulfed by the ivy and trees. Wow. Oh dear. They stopped to use the toilet. How good of me to video him doing that. What on earth am I doing? How lucky and unlucky was that? Caught a fox crossing that field and then he stopped to use the toilet. Anyway, we're leaving this old railway line in a minute. Go back onto the eastern edge of the Wolds. But I've got one interesting story to tell you about from this line. There's a story of a ghost that apparently at Utterby gatehouse where we was, I think his name's John Smith, I'll put it on here and what year it was, but he was walking in the fog down the line when he was hit by an oncoming train, and apparently that sort of time of year when it happened you can still see a ghostly figure. And also that leads me nicely into my Settle to Carlisle line. I'm reading a book at the minute about the tales from the line, and there's some really interesting and funny stories, and I'll share them with you on my 100-mile walk when we get started, hopefully next month. I was just checking my route. We're in Utterby and I noticed on my OS map there's an old packhorse bridge. I'm trying to find it. I'm not sure if I can get there legally, but I'm going to have a look for it. It's just down there. You can see in the bottom of this sort of valley here. It's where the water will be running. I might have taken the wrong turn here. We'll see if we can find it anyway. Wow, found it. Packhorse Bridge, Utterby. And it says that they think it was built in the early part of the 14th century. Wow, first time I've seen this. Fascinating. Got to go over it. Quite a find. I wasn't expecting to see this. Didn't even know it was here. Fantastic. That's a hiker's stop-off point if ever I see one. And then the gorgeous looking church in Utterby. I'm guessing the white on it is a limestone, unless it's just been painted like that. Certainly standing out in this sunshine anyway. Coming towards the end of another walk, just recording these views because again this is where the government's planning on putting these 50-metre high pylons and scarring the landscape. Other views. What a walk we've had. We've seen deers early doors, a fox is going to the toilet, and that packhorse bridge at Utterby. Fabulous day out. That is coming to the end. I've just got to walk along this road a little bit. I'd just like to say thank you very much for watching, liking and commenting. Much appreciated. I'm just going to leave you with a tour around the Ludborough engine sheds and a 100-year-old steam locomotive leaving the station. Bye for now. We're now taking a look in the engine sheds. Inside where the tubes go. Firebox and boiler.